Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chin here from NBC Sports Bay Area. Wow, what a move. The Chargers have released Joey Bosa, and I know all of you are thinking the first thing you think is, could we have a Bosa brother combo on the 49ers defensive line? The 49ers need a pass rusher desperately on the other side of Nick Bosa, and if it was the bigger bear, I think it'd be a pretty good duo. So, the reason that the Chargers let Joey Bosa go is because he was going to cause them a over $25 million cap hit. He's 29 years old. He was selected by the Chargers with the third pick in the 2016 draft. He has been there the entire time. He always thought he was going to retire a Charger, but apparently he is not going to. Joey Bosa is a free agent. So, some interesting things about him. He signed a huge contract extension, and that was in 2020. Um, Huge, $135 million. And that was in 2020. And that made him the highest paid defensive player in the NFL. Um, but ever since he signed that extension, it's been really tough for him to stay on the field. He's had injury after injury, 28 games in the last 3 seasons. That's only, one more than nine per season. There's 18 weeks, 17 games. And I know the Chargers have not played in the postseason, but that's not a lot of games for a guy. 9 games a year is not that much. So, if you're paying a guy $135 million for 5 years, 4 years, he's got to be on the field more than 9 games a year. So, interestingly, Chris Rim, my friend who works for ESPN, covers the Chargers, he wrote an article about Joey Bosa moving on. And at one point, he did say it would be fun to play with Joey Bosa. What does that say? He said, it'd be cool at some point. I always thought of myself as being someone who will play here and retire here, meaning the Chargers, which I think not many people do on one team. And I think it would be a cool thing to accomplish, but you never know. And you never know. Chargers have released him because he will be a huge hit to the cap. He did take a pay cut, but still, the cap is the cap, and it is going to cost them a lot of money. So now they've saved some cap space. They can add some other players. This is just part of the business, and it sucks for players, but someone's going to be the beneficiary, and it could be the 49ers. I know Nick would love to play with his older brother, Joey, and to have the two of them on one defensive line. I don't know if they could be stopped. As long as they're both healthy, that would be a tandem no offensive line would want to face. No offense would want to face that. Joey Bosa on one side, Big Bear on one side, little smaller Bear on the other side. I mean, unbelievable. So, if the 49ers are interested in Joey Bosa, who would they not pursue? Maybe less money for who? George Kittle doesn't get an extension yet. They don't get Dre Greenlaw. Um, all these different things, right? They need a veteran wide receiver, and maybe it'll be someone who won't cost them a lot of money. But looking at Brock Purdy and how he needs to get paid, I just don't know if the 49ers are going to be able to do it. Just after a week ago today, John Lynch was in Indianapolis and said, "Hey, we've got to tighten the purse strings. We need to recalibrate. We can't keep going and spending money like we have been in the past. You want to keep going, 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 but they got to dial it back." I don't know if this would be in line with dialing it back. Would Joey Bosa take a pay cut? I don't know. I mean, Joey and Nick get paid a lot of money to do what they do, but does he take a hometown deal to play with his brother? I don't know. Um, it's a tough one. I think guys that are in that era of their career do want to play with a contender. They do want to play with, people they like, and him coming to play with Joey would be something, probably a goal that they probably once had. And maybe he would play for less pay, but I don't think he would pay for, pennies on the dollar. Joey Bosa is a good player. When he's healthy, he's got to get paid. But would he sign a 1 year deal? I don't know. Maybe 2 year deal? I mean, I think guys that are, getting to like their 30s want to sign a 1 year deal, but I mean, what does he have left in him? It's an interesting take, and it would be fun to see those two on the field. And wow, that would be something. So, a lot of moves today. It is Joey Bosa getting released, DK Metcalf asking for a trade, Tyler Lockett was released, Christian Kirk was released, and of course, Devontae Adams was released yesterday. This is what happens around free agency. It starts next week, and we're going to see a lot more cap casualties coming up, and Joey Bosa is one of the biggest ones. Wow, what a move by the Chargers, and what a possibility for the 49ers to have the Bosa brothers on one team. We all can dream, right? What a combo. What a defense. Wow. Hope you're all well. Don't forget to subscribe. Um, yeah, I'm stunned.